Hello, Dank Weems here, and today I want to talk about touhou. Specifically touhou 1, because I think this is the one that gets looked over the most. Like, whenever someone asks, hey, where should I start with touhou, people normally say 6. And that's fair, because touhou 6 is the start of when the series switched over to being on Windows. It was a bit more accessible to everyone, and honestly, yeah, it's just generally kind of a better experience because you don't have to fiddle around with emulators, and you can kind of see things a little more clearly. Like, admittedly, with touhou 1 here, you're seeing red tiles on a red background. Like, that's not exactly the easiest for the eyes. And I know the other games, 2 through 5 in this era, that have that same issue too. But touhou 1 is still a very interesting game. It's kind of like Archeroids, which, for those of you who don't maybe know, Archeroids was an early arcade game where you had your little platform at the bottom you moved, and you hit a ball at blocks at the top. And your idea was you couldn't let the ball hit the ground, and you just had to break as many blocks as you can. But with this, the ball can hit the ground. It can't hit you, though, unless you're doing like a soccer kick. Otherwise, you've kind of got to either wave your wand, shoot your cards, or kick the ball. Another kind of interesting thing here, though, is it's kind of got this resource management aspect to it. Because the idea is, you lose the majority of your lives on the bosses, and then you use the bombs you get for dying on these levels here, so that you can get as many points as you can, and gain back those lives in time for the next boss. I think that's kind of an interesting concept. You don't see a lot of games really doing that. You know, like, the only times I really ever hear of health as a resource is in competitive games, like Hearthstone or fighting games. You don't really hear about it as much in single-player stuff. Although now that I'm thinking about it, because of how damage boosting works in games for speedruns, you probably hear it a lot there too. So anyway, boss time. This is the final boss here. On easy mode, unfortunately. I went to record on Lunatic at first for this, but sadly, Lunatic had some recording issues, so we're using footage from when I first cleared this without using continues a few months ago. No save states or anything for the first time. Because normally I would use save states. Like, I am absolutely bitch-made. That's why, you know, I'm gonna try to avoid stuff on emulators just because I know I'm going to cheat. At least for the channel. But another kind of interesting thing is, you can totally just clear out those white bullets there. It's the, like, white lines like you saw earlier that you actually have to watch out for, because you can't just shoot them away. But, fortunately, even if this was on Lunatic, I had almost max lives going into this, so it's really nothing to worry about. Another kind of interesting thing is, once you're out of lives, the bombs will damage the bosses and take about 2 of those bars off, in general. So, just another kind of tip to keep in mind there. But there you go, boss is already beat, here's your good ending. The bad endings are kind of interesting too, because it's the only time I can think of where a video game ending retcons itself. Like, you see the world blow up in the bad endings, and then you get a little message after that saying, just kidding. So that's kind of fun. But now we can see the true power of the yin-yang orb. And what is this power, you ask? I didn't time this right. Shut up about it. There we go. It's actually the home of this weird little ball with legs. And he's gonna go have fun in the mountains. I love the little what the hell there. So there you go, there's the good ending. And that's Touhou 1 in a nutshell, really. I do think it is worth it if you can get the emulator working to play this one. Like, I totally get skipping the 6, but, like, just look at the PC 98 era stuff, you know? And then here you go, you have all the bosses. Hellmoon, Kikori. I didn't read the other two because I was focusing on other stuff. And then Astronite Ongara. And there you have it. So, yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. I know this video wasn't really structured or anything. I just really wanted to talk about this game for a bit. Like and subscribe for more random rants and memes about video games, and there you go. See you guys in the next video.